So today's topic is drunk game versus sober game. So sober game versus drunk game. What is it? Game. Game is game. Game is game. But does it really matter in what state you are? That's what I'm here for. I'm going to go ahead and analyze this topic and go ahead and see what state is better, which being drunk or sober while gaming. So what are the pros of gaming while drunk? One pro is that whenever you go out, of course we're stifled. We really don't want to talk to anyone at the time. And alcohol helps us out getting out of our heads. You know, we get out of our heads. Once we start drinking, we start feeling a little better, start feeling maybe in a better mood. And we don't longer really care about what people think. So, well, not a lot. Let's say that the alcohol just brings out the volume on it, so it just decreases, what you care about, what people think of you whenever you're trying to be social and approaching people. So that's a pro. It helps you out, gets you out of your head, and makes you want to, be in a better mood, and so you don't got to work for it. It's easy. Bam, I'm ready. Let's go. So. That's a pro from being, gaming while drunk. Or gaming while drinking. No, gaming while drunk, because that's the topic. I'm going to leave it as that. Well, yeah, gaming drunk, that's one pro. You get in state faster. That's a pro. Now, what's a con about gaming while drunk? Do I really have to say it? You're drunk. That's a con. Why? Because whenever you're drunk, you don't really care about what you're doing, so you're just doing it. Yeah, that's kind of the point, but at the same time, it's like you don't really think. You don't really think. You don't really analyze. You don't calibrate women. You just go and start talking to them, and you don't really care about what you say and how you say it. And at the end of the night, nobody likes a drunk person. There's a lot of things that the guys don't understand, is that if you're drunk and you go up to a girl that's sober, you're going to get rejected. Why? Just because you're drunk. Come on, the girl's sober, and then this guy comes up to her. In her mind, she's just like, oh man, another drunk guy. So guess what? Rejected. So, whenever you're drunk, basically you're not coming up with confidence, because all they see is you're drunk. So what? That's going to get you rejected. What is that? That's a con. So you could drink, be drunk. It'll give you the confidence to go talk to girls, because you just won't simply care. But whenever you go up to these girls, you're risking it. Your risk is even higher, because now, basically, but your percentage of getting rejected is even higher, just because you're drunk. So you're not even giving the girl a chance, or you're not even giving yourself a chance, because you're drunk. So the girl's not going to give you a chance, because you're drunk. So in her mind, she's like, he's drunk. Bye. Because you got to think about how many guys wait till they're drunk to approach a girl. Most of the guys in the club do that. They wait till they're drunk so they can go and talk to someone. because that's where the confidence relies on. Drinking, not caring. And I mean, while you're in that state, you probably don't even know that your eyes are like, hey, what's up, baby? Yeah, you don't even know. I've got recorded before. Obviously, I've been drunk at the club before. And I've got recorded before. And I've seen myself and I'm like, whoa, I didn't even know I looked like that. I thought I looked sober. So yeah, I mean that's one of the cons. So obviously, what's the pros of being sober? How many pros of being sober? One, you get better at socializing, not just in the club. You get better at socializing outside of the club during the day. Why? Because it's practice. You're not relying on alcohol to be social. So whenever you're out, you're just normal. You're not, oh, I need to have a drink. By the way, that's another con. Drinking. I just didn't want to, because I thought I gave the main points, but that's another con of drinking. You rely on it too much to be social. But anyways, whenever you're going out and you're socializing sober, you're not relying on alcohol. It's practice. So whenever you go out during the day, you're at work or whatnot, you begin to socialize with people. Why? Because you do it at the club. So it's practice. You're sober. You're still, basically battling with the person inside, and that person inside starts getting used to it because you're not using any other remedies. You're not like saying, oh, I need a stimulator. I need to get some alcohol. You don't rely on that to be social. I know people that go to the club and they drink and they have like crazy game, but then I see them out during the day and they suck. So what's going on, bro? Why you not talking? Oh, no. It's like a total different person. But the thing is that same person that they are whenever they're drunk is that same person that they could be when they're sober. Now, I'm not saying drunk and wild, like I'm talking about the way that they don't really care. They could socialize. They could do that as well. They just need to practice. And they're already doing it, but they just think it's the alcohol, that the alcohol is the key. Oh. Anyways, the thing that the alcohol is the key to open up that personality that it could come out. And they hide it inside until they start drinking. That's when the personality comes out. But the whole time, that's who you are, man. That's in your head. So what? That's a pro from being sober. You could use it as practice and actually socialize everywhere. You're not just in the club, not just a switch that whenever you hit the club, okay, let me turn it on. Now let me go get my drink and let's get drunk. And woo! No, man, you be like that everywhere. I mean, not as crazy. I mean, it is the club. That's meant to have fun. You go out there, people gonna look at you crazy. I mean, if that's who you are, go right ahead. But yeah. But anyways, that's a pro. That's a pro of being sober. What's a con of being sober is, I don't know, that you got to work for it. That's a con. But then again, if you don't have to work for something, it's not valuable. So it wouldn't even be a con. Every con while doing sober game is an actual pro. Because there's a good thing on it. There's a good thing about it. So whenever you're like, it's a good, but if I, doesn't matter, man, because in the long run, it's gonna help you out. So you can't be like, oh, but then I gotta work for it. I gotta be stifled, and I don't want to talk to no one, and I'm in my head, and that's great. Practice. There's ways to get out of your head, man. If you're in your head, practice, man. That's what's gonna get you out of it. I mean, eventually you'll just get used to it. You know exactly what to do. I used to be just like that. I used to rely on the alcohol a lot. Whenever I wasn't drinking, I felt very introverted, and I really didn't want to talk to no one. I didn't want to socialize because I wasn't drinking. I wanted to go get a drink. Let me get a drink first before I go talk to you. You know? I mean, there are some conversations that I've had before that I'd rather be drunk, but it's not because I can't socialize, it's because I just want to be drunk. But besides the point, you don't need alcohol to be social. You do not need it. If you want to drink it, that's just an option. You're just doing it because you like it. You're not drinking because you want to be social. You're drinking because you just like having a buzz, being tipsy. But if you're using it for you to be able to go out there and talk to people, that's for me that's a bad idea because that does not help you. If you want to be a more social person, to be social, you got to be social everywhere, not just at the club, man. That's how you start talking to anyone. Just practice. The same things that you do at the club, you can do outside. You can socialize with people outside. You see them walking, socialize with them as well. You don't got to wait to go to the club, but every time that you were drinking, of course you're going to have to wait to go to the club. Because then, how are you going to be drinking all day? You're going to become an alcoholic. So, I mean, at the end of the day, sober game is the way to go. So you'll learn a lot from being sober. You'll be able to analyze women. You'll be able to get the ones that you want, not the one that said yes. Because if you go out there all drunk and you pick up just any random chick that said yes. I mean, whenever you're drunk and you go out and pick up girls like that, most likely the only girl that you're going to bring back home with you is going to be a drunk chick. That's it. And if she's drunk and you're drunk, I mean, at the time it does feels like, oh my God, I got a pull, yeah, rock. As soon as you wake up in the morning, what just happened? So instead of drinking so much, I mean, you could drink. I have a drink. Whenever I go out, I have a drink. I have one drink. That's just I want to have a drink. Obviously, it doesn't get me drunk. I just want to have a drink. So I have one drink. You can drink just as long as you don't get drunk. As long as you can still talk to women. As long as you can still analyze them. So you can tell what type of person they are. You can have a connection with them. So when you're drunk, there's no way you can have a connection with them. If you're drunk, you're wasted. The only thing you're thinking about is sex. And I mean, some of these girls ain't ready for it. So yeah, that's my point on it. I know I rambled all over the place, but I hope that you get what I was saying. And at the end of the day, I mean, what I advocate is just not to be drunk when going out. Because it will help you in the long run. It'll make you more sociable throughout your entire life. Not just when you go out to the club. And you'll be able to get the women that you want. Not just the girls that said yes. Not the drunk chicks that say yes. You know what I mean? I know I kind of paused there for a minute. But anyways, those are my 2 cents. So, sober game is the way to go. Don't tell nobody. Because then people are going to start losing, their alcohol money. Clubs aren't going to make money anymore. And so, that's a secret. No, I'm messing with you. Tell whoever you want. Let's do it. Sober game. Awesome. But anyways, if you found this video useful, like I always say, go ahead and like, share, and shh. Until next time.